producers and enterprises. Today we're going to have a webinar on one of the latest protocols released by China Customs, Protocol on Inspection, Quarantine, and Veterinary Health Requirements for Kenyan wild aquatic products exported to China. It was released by GACC on April the 26th, 2022. My name is Sandra Zen, Compliance Consultant at GACC Registration Service Organization. My WhatsApp and WeChat codes are displayed here. After the webinar, please feel free to contact me. Our organization was established under the official rules and regulations of China Customs, and we are committed to providing efficient, professional, one-stop compliance solutions and other related services for food import and export enterprises. Let's have a preview of the contents we're going to cover today. 1. The legal basis of inspection and quarantine. 2. Range of imported products. 3. Manufacturing requirements. 4. Veterinary certificate. 5. Packaging, labeling, and other.
To export to China, you must abide by these laws. The law of the PRC on entry and exit animal and plant quarantine. The food safety law of the PRC. The import and export commodity inspection of the PRC. Implementation regulations of all of the above. Besides these laws, please pay attention to GACC Decree 248 and 249. Both were released by China Customs in 2021. Decree 248 refers to regulations of the People's Republic of China on the registration and administration of overseas manufacturers of imported food. 249 is measures for the administration of import and export food safety. Finally, it's the protocol that officially grants access for Kenyan wild aquatic products to China. The protocol on inspection, quarantine, and veterinary health requirements for Kenyan wild aquatic products exported to China. It was signed between the General Administration of Customs of the PRC, GACC, and the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Husbandry, Fisheries and Cooperation of the Republic of Kenya. It was released by GACC on April the 26th, 2022. Wild aquatic animal products for human consumption processed in Kenya are allowed to be imported to China. The range of imported products does not include anything on the site's catalog or the list of key protected wild animals in China. Requirements of manufacturers. Manufacturers exporting to China must be approved and supervised by the competent authority of Kenya. All fishing, processing, and transport vessels, processing and cold storage units must be approved. They also need to comply with the requirements of the relevant food safety, veterinary hygiene, and public health regulations of China and Kenya. Manufacturers exporting to China must register with GACC, the General Administration of Customs of the People's Republic of China. Consider GACC registration the permit to export to and sell in China. Let's take a look at requirements of imported products. 1. Products exported to China must be captured legally in Kenya or on international waters. 2. Products and raw materials must not be contaminated by any of the following factors. A. Notifiable aquatic animal diseases in Kenya, according to the World Organization for Animal Health, OIE. B. Any major food safety incidents in Kenya. C. Violations of Chinese laws, regulations, and the protocol on inspection, quarantine, and veterinary health requirements for Kenyan wild aquatic products exported to China. D. Major public health incidents in the production enterprises, including employees infected with major infectious diseases such as COVID. Three, manufacturers can use drugs or additives permitted in China. Pathogenic microorganisms, toxic and harmful substances, foreign bodies listed in Chinese laws and regulations must not be found after inspection by the competent authorities. 4. The aquatic animals sourced from aquatic products must be healthy, without any clinical symptoms of infectious diseases and no pathological changes. After quarantine by the competent authorities, any diseases listed in China and the World Organization for Animal Health must not be found. 5. The entire process of fishing, processing, packaging, storage, transportation, transit, and export must comply with the relevant health requirements and traceability requirements of China and Kenya. In the meantime, the cold chain operation must be ensured. 6. During the epidemic of COVID-19, enterprises must carry out epidemic prevention and control in accordance with the relevant guidelines for COVID-19 and food safety issued by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations and the World Health Organization. Enterprises must ensure the effective implementation of various prevention and control measures in the process of raw material processing, packaging, storage, transportation, etc., to prevent contamination. Each container of wild aquatic products exported from Kenya to China must be attached with at least one original veterinary certificate. To prove the batch of products complies with the relevant food safety, veterinary and public health laws of China, Kenya, and this protocol. 2. The Kenyan side must provide the complete information on the production enterprises in terms of the process of fishing, processing, packaging, storage, transportation, transit, and export on the veterinary certificate. This certificate must include the names and registration numbers of fishing, processing, and transport vessels, processing plants and cold storage units, etc. For your information, the certificate must be printed in Chinese and English. English is the required language for filling out the content of the certificate. The format and content of the certificate must be agreed upon by China and Kenya in advance. For the record, the Kenyan side must promptly provide the Chinese side with the certificate, official seal, and penmanship of the signing official. To make changes, the Kenyan side must file with the Chinese side at least 1 month before it takes effect. Wild aquatic products exported to China must be packaged with new materials that comply with international hygiene standards and must contain separate inner packaging. The inner and outer packaging must meet the requirements of pollution prevention from external factors. Labeling. The inner and outer packaging must include the following information in Chinese and English: product name, Latin name, scale, production date, approval number, expiration date, storage condition, product origin, freshwater or seawater, capture region, marine fishing areas, countries, regions, processing and production units, names and registration numbers of fishing, processing, transport vessels, and independent cold storage. The product is exported to the People's Republic of China. For prepackaged wild aquatic products to be exported to China, the Chinese labels must meet the labeling requirements for imported prepackaged food in China. Wild aquatic products exported to China are subjected to entry inspection and quarantine by China Customs. Substandard products will be returned, destroyed, or disposed in accordance with Chinese laws and regulations. For production enterprises with serious issues, or enterprises that have repeatedly failed to meet the requirements, China can take measures to reinforce inspection and quarantine or suspend imports. Now that Kenyan wild aquatic products have access to China, it's time for manufacturers to get registration with GACC. Remember, Single Window is the only website to apply for registration. Don't fall for scams and waste your money and time. Thank you for joining us today. Please feel free to contact me and get your compliance solutions. See you!